Hey, what's up guys, Matt here. So it's been quite a while since I did my last episode of Ask Me. It's been almost a year, probably 9 months since I did that last video, and that was my first one. So I figured it's about time that I do a second video. So I asked you guys on Twitter to ask me some questions and you guys responded. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first off is Irma, and she's asking if I will be getting the Pebble Time or the Pebble Time Steel. And to that I have to say I'll probably be getting one in some point in the future, but for now I'm kind of holding off. I didn't back it on Kickstarter, and the main reason is because when using the Pebble Steel, which I actually wear every single day, been wearing it for a few months now, I do enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it as much as I thought I would, and there's a multitude of reasons for that. I think the main one is because I used Android Wear first, and then I moved over to the Pebble, and that is kind of a backwards switch in my mind. There's so many things you can do on Android Wear and hopefully on the Apple Watch that you just can't do on a Pebble, and I really enjoy those features, so going back from that to a Pebble kind of feels like a backward step for me, and I just don't enjoy it as much. But I still like it because I want to use a smartwatch, and when I'm using my iPhone, I can't exactly use Android Wear, not yet at least, so this is what I've been using, and I do enjoy it. But the Pebble Time does seem to do a lot more than what this one does, so that's why I'm eager to try it out, because it seems like it's actually going to be doing the things I want it to do. So I'll definitely be getting one, just not exactly sure when. Sticking with the Pebble theme, next up is Connor, and he's asking if a Pebble Watch is worth it if you have an Android phone. And to that, I have to say that yes, it works with it, but you should definitely try Android Wear if you haven't already. And if you have an Android phone and want a smartwatch, definitely start with Android Wear, I think. If you want the Pebble Time, then I guess you could wait for that, but I think Android Wear has many more options available to you, and you're really gonna like it a lot more. I really do think that a touchscreen is what makes a smartwatch more inviting and actually gives you a purpose. With these, you still have to use buttons, and it's not quite as fast, it doesn't do as much, but I'm excited to see, like I said, what the Pebble Time does. Really, right now the answer is kind of, you can't really have the answer because Pebble Time is not out yet. But when that comes out, it's definitely worth comparing them and see which one's better for you. I think the touchscreen is more useful for me, but if you don't want a touchscreen, you just want something for notifications and something that you can vaguely interact with, then I think the Pebble Time is a good option. But in terms of the Pebble Steel or the original Pebble compared to Android Wear, I think absolutely go Android Wear. Xenos Tech asks, what are your most used apps on your iPhone? So I do use quite a few apps, but not every single one of them I use every single day. Of course, I have a ton, so you can't use every single one every day. But besides all the social stuff, which I do use every single day, one app that I do use is called Todoist, and this is a great app for planning out your day, planning out tasks. I use that for my YouTube videos, for my schoolwork, for personal things like errands I have to run, also for macrame videos I have to make, just basically keeping on top of everything that I have to do. I really love Todoist for that. It really can do a ton of other things, but I basically just use it to make lists, and I like the way it works. It has a nice widget to it. Basically, that's what I use every single day to plan out my different tasks. I also use Waze a lot because I travel down to LA every other weekend, and Waze is just awesome to tell you when there's police or whether there's traffic and where the traffic's gonna be, and it's really great for getting you places. Since I'm driving into LA, it's really nice to see where the traffic is, and when you give it directions, it'll route you through the fastest possible route. So Waze is really a lifesaver, and I use it pretty much every single time I drive, at least on the freeway. And I also use a ton of home automation stuff. These aren't really things that I like dive into every single day, but I do use them every single day. So things like the Kevo lock, I have that on my phone because that's how I get into my house. I have Hue light bulbs, so I control my lights. I change the colors every once in a while and change it to go to a dimmer color at night so that it's not bothering my eyes. Stuff like that, I use that every single day. And I also use the GoPro app for my Hero 4 so I can see the Wi-Fi and actually see what I'm recording. I use that whenever I'm using my GoPro. It's pretty nice. I also use Pocket Cast a ton because I always listen to podcasts. People don't believe me, but I really don't listen to music like hardly ever. I'm always listening to podcasts when I'm in the car, when doing my videos, when pretty much doing anything, I'm listening to a podcast. And Pocket Cast is my favorite because it's cross-platform, it's even on the web. I can use it pretty much anywhere, and that's the app that I love to use for podcasts. So besides the social apps, which again I use every single day, those are the main ones that I seem to use the most often. Lastly is from Neek247, and she asks, how do you edit your videos? So let's go ahead and go inside, go to my computer, and I'll show you guys what I do there. So when I edit my videos, the first thing I do is make sure I have all my videos together and all my audio files together if it's recorded separately. In this case, I have the wireless mic plugged in directly to the GH4, which is behind me, but because I'm talking to the GoPro, which is separate, I'm gonna have to sync those up in post, so I wanna have all those files there ready so that I can actually do that really easily and it doesn't take that much time. I don't have to go searching for anything. When I start, I have everything ready. Then I go ahead and open up my editor, which is Premiere Pro. I really love this. This is what I first learned back in high school. I used like CS3 or something like that, but it basically is what I've been using since I ever started. I tried Final Cut, didn't really like it all that much. It just felt a lot slower. Premiere Pro just is what the industry standard is right now and what everyone seems to be using, and I really, really enjoy it. So that's what I use. And I also go into After Effects if I have to do some special tracking or if I want to do some cool effects, like what I did in my Amazon Fire TV stick review at the very beginning, which you'll see right now. That was actually all done in After Effects, so when I'm doing those kind of things, that's what's done there. But once I'm in Premiere Pro, I go ahead and import my clips, and it's pretty easy from there. I just go ahead and bring them down into the editor and go ahead and just see where I want to cut, what I need to do here. So say if I wanted to start the clip here, I just go ahead and move it over. That's where it starts now. It's really quite simple. There's really not much to it. I can't teach you how to be a good editor, but basically it just takes practice. If you go watch some of my earlier videos, they're really bad, and I think I'm getting better now, but of course there's still a lot to learn, so that's basically what it takes. I just go ahead and sync up the audio. The way I do that is I just do a clap like this, and then when I go into the files, I can look for those peaks in both the video file and in the separate audio file. Then I just match them up, and then I go ahead and link them so they're actually like one file. And that's pretty much it. Once you do that, there's really nothing else that you need to know. You just have to start playing with editing and try to do some new techniques, and eventually you'll get it and you'll get better. So that's what I do to edit my videos. So that does it for the second episode of Ask Matt. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really love these. I like asking questions, and hopefully I'll do the next episode in a little bit sooner than 9 months. But if you did enjoy it, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see when I upload new videos, hit subscribe so you can support the channel. Really means a lot. And also see when those videos are up. Again, my name is Matt, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See ya.